Because I would very much like to replace the saber infantry with something a little hardier. But we can do that after the battle here. The other thing I was going to do was try and raise another army. Oh, we have someone who can level up. Court Noble. Hu Yun. Let's get you scholarship, I think. And we have more than enough money to do it. The other thing that we could try to do is buy that city. However, with this army being right here, that's probably not the best idea. So we're going to raise an army here. Who's going to be in it? This could be Wang Shu's army. Although, not very many people seem to like Wang Shu. You know what? I think this is going to be Lu Meng's army. Lu Meng's a nice high level. He's the Chancellor. I think I'd rather have him as a general than an administrator right now. Expertise in... Let's think about this a little more coherently. So the options would be you. Let's take a look at your military. Expertise, construction cost. Expertise, resolve satisfaction. Enables fatigue resistance. That's only for him though, but that's fine. Charge speed. You're a sentinel. You're not really going to be charging people. Resolve and instinct. Cunning. You get a lot of expertise, so you're going to be extremely good at melee evasion. And you've got a fair bit of resolve. Quite a lot of cunning for the extra ammunition. Maharo, thank you very much. Whoa, thank you very much for the bits. I appreciate that. Loving this and learning from it. I am glad to hear that. So we want a sentinel, a strategist, and then either a vanguard or a commander. I mean, Wang Shu is a commander. How does Wang Shu feel about Wang Zhu? Like, there are a lot of people you just don't like. Sun Shao is one of the few people that can actually stomach him. Sun Shao being my extremely high-level administrator. Who is built for administration. I don't want to change the administrators. No, we've had that discussion before. So this is going to be Lu Meng's army. Ray's army. Lu Meng. Confirm. Now this is going to be risky because these units are all going to be very, very small. Now, who would work with you? Heshi would be a vanguard. Although you're a sentinel, so we don't need the vanguard so much. Can you stop scrolling? Sun Yu would work with you. Sentinel, vanguard, and a strategist. I think I prefer vanguards to commanders. So yeah, Sun Yu. Well, no, I want to see what Sun Yu has actually got. Are you any good? Enigmatic, dutiful, good authority, good satisfaction, reduced penalty from desire for a higher office, expertise, cunning, military supplies for his own army. Yes, Sun Yu is definitely a good choice. And then we want a strategist, preferably. Bao Yan is the only one, but Bao Yan does not get on with Lu Meng. What's the army comp for the enemy army? That's a good question. It's a perfect composition. Sentinel, a strategist, and a vanguard. Sorry, a champion. Although they've recruited kind of weird units for it. The strategist has 2 of their archers and 1 artillery. The vanguard is all spearmen and 1 archer. And then the sentinel is 2 archers, a sword infantry, 2 halberds and a cavalry. I mean, we could temporarily bring in Sun Shao and then fire him from the army after this. That's not going to hurt us at all. People don't seem to mind when you fire them from the military. Bei Bing needs to be bribed as well. And the good thing about this is he comes with quite a few troops, including axemen. Get a champion just to deal with their leadership. He's only a level 2. That's actually a pretty smart idea. Because the only character that arrives at full strength is the champion. So we brought in like Gun Shu or something if he's actually good at fighting. Gun Shu would fit in very well, actually. Let's take a look at him. Trustworthy, expertise, distinguished, instinct, authority, increased ambition to gain independence as an administrator, but I don't tend to make them administrators, then impeccable, but that's only public order. Yeah, okay, we'll get him. And then I would very much like to have some archers. Oh, you can get archers. You can get the Fury of Baha'i. Too expensive. Archer militia. No. Only archer militia. We can't get any proper archers. I should probably try to start switching to Jian Sword Guard sooner rather than later. They're not a huge step up, but they are a step up. Who is the best cunning? Oh, you do. Lu Meng actually has great cunning. Hold on. Hold on. Lu Meng's going to be the archer man. And then you're going to be my front line G militia, because they've actually seemed to have held up pretty well. And yeah, I know I'm losing money. That's because we've lost a couple of cities. Let's reduce that by 2. And then bring in 2 more cavalry? No, I think I want a bigger front line. Do that. We'll see how this holds out. We can always fire a bunch of these guys next turn. Oh, that was the ancillary that I've just been trying to use. And we've lost a couple of the assignments. Wang Zhu is the only one that can actually do it right now. He can do tax collection, which is going to be in Beihai. Because the peasantry are worth loads of dosh. And now they're going to be worth even more. And that's going to cover my deficit. Are we trading with everyone that we can possibly be trading with? Yes. Although actually right now Cao Cao's trade is suspended because... Why is that suspended? Oh, because we lost our port. Because we lost Donghai. Because Donghai, even though it's on the coast, is not a port. This is. Noted. And then reform. Food production, food from fishing, satisfaction from champions, income from commerce, mercantile regulation. That sounds to me like it would be a good plan. Or food production, of course. We keep on having either way too much of it or nowhere near enough. No, we're going to go with mercantile regulation. How do those assignments work? So you have a certain number of assignments that you can assign. You click on this button, you then get a list of the number you can have. Unfortunately, I don't have any spare people. So what you need to do is you need to have somebody who is spare in your court. So one of these guys is not busy with any other jobs, so they can't be a general, they can't be an administrator, anything like that. They have to just be unemployed. And then those unemployed nobles you can basically send on assignments depending on their skills. So sentinels, for example, can always oversee construction, which reduces construction cost by 20% in that province, and will also decrease the number of turns required to build by 1. You can get different assignments depending on their skills. So, for example, Wang Xi, who we just looked at with the peasant tax thing, has a skill, one of his skill level ups. Gave him that assignment ability, which he then can use when he's assigned to other places. So it's basically a way of sending your nobility out to do jobs. And that's good, because if they're unemployed, they get very unhappy very quickly. They really don't like doing that. So the assignments kind of let you keep nobles around. Like where we had to raise an army very quickly, we could do that because we had a couple on assignment. That's not true. Assignments take time to come back. But it's still a good way of keeping people around in case you want to make them an administrator or something later on. Or if they've been exceptionally loyal to you and then become a complete and utter so-and-so, you still want to keep them around because by like rewarding loyalty, but they refuse to work with anyone. Which is really annoying. Alright, I think we're good to go. Let's see what happens. Right, I forgot to move you two this time. You want to buy my labor recruiter. I know you really want to buy him. I'm sorry. Alright, they attacked. So this is 3,900 versus 3,700. But we do at least have the 3 heroes who are maximum level. My champion... You know what I forgot to do? I can't select you. I forgot to equip any of these guys. No! It's per province. Yeah, so yes, 1 per commandery. No, that's not true. Sorry. The assignment is 1 per commandery. You can have multiple people assigned to a single commandery, but only of 1 selection. And you don't get all of the assignment choices. So, for example, take Wang, for example. He has his construction oversights, he has his educate populace, and I think one other. But we'll say the... Oh, and the taxation. Even though he can do all three of them, you choose which one you want him to do. So even if someone comes in with like 5 assignments they could potentially do, you can still only do one of them. And you can't have duplicates. So you couldn't come in with 2 construction oversights in one commandery. You could, however, have 2 characters with 2 construction oversights in 2 different commanderies. That's fine. The characters are full health. That's the chance that they'll surrender. They'll be captured if they lose. I'm really pissed about that. You know what? I'm going to delegate this. It's cheeky as hell, but I'm going to do it. Load. Autosave. Confirm. Because it saves at the end of a turn. This also means that I can move my 2 characters just to make sure they're in the right place. Sushi Cat Machine, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel.
Will grow weary of the protracted conflict. A swift and decisive end to this.
Because I have loads of gear. I have loads of ancillaries. So we can definitely equip them. Especially if that is going to be a permanent third army, which it probably will be. It's nice to have a defensive one, especially as my territories are in 2 separate areas. And this area is kind of important, seeing as it's like my economic heartland. So first things first, let's move these 2 just to make sure they're in the right place. That's fine. Okay, then over here, you guys need to be equipped. Let's start with you. So you could use the military G, which will give you more resolve, which is more hit points. It also does substantially more damage. Like, really substantially more. Oh, that gives you a lot more armor. Yes, we'll keep that. Horse is what you're going to keep. Cunning, satisfaction, resolve, cunning, instinct, authority, turtle formation. Irrelevant for you, you have no shield people. Expertise and instinct, expertise, resolve, authority. Expertise and instinct, definitely. Then accessories, authority, expertise, retinue upkeep, nice. Oh, we forgot to give that one to someone, which was going to be Ma Teng. If memory serves. Yes, memory did serve. Who's this? This is a vanguard. He wants to punch through stuff, so expertise instinct is probably what he needs. Whoa, no, you're using a spear already, that's fine. Armor, no choice. Mount, no choice. Followers. Do we have anything which is instinct? Instinct, authority, expertise. Sorry, I meant... Yeah, expertise or instinct is what you need. We'll take the builder. Accessories, authority or cunning. Cunning would mean more ammo. You have no archers, though. Authority, does authority give you anything? Authority is morale. Yes, we'll take the authority. You will respect my authority. And then the sentinel. Expertise is melee evasion. Yeah, that's fine. Armor, you actually start with Master's Armor, which is nice. 46 armor base. Cool. And then followers. You do have the archers, so you probably want the cunning. I'll give you the concubine. I'll need to remember that you have her, though. That's a very powerful ability. And yes, this would be fine. Okay. Now we're properly equipped. And that's going to be a pretty big difference in terms of combat ability.
We patiently await your answer.
No.
So be it.
They still guess it's going to be a close defeat. Let's take a look at the map. This is a livestock farm, so it's not going to be a lot. Alright, let's do this. Melee evasion expertise is the way to go. What do you think? Depends on the character, depends what you want them to do. So expertise makes them more dodgy, so they're better at like tanking. Resolve gives them more health, which makes them better at absorbing damage, especially ranged damage, because expertise is only melee evasion. Then instinct is the amount of damage they do. So for a frontline fighter like a champion, you want all three of those. Alright, deployment. They actually have artillery. So we probably want to try and deploy out of the artillery's range, which is a little bit annoying because there are some nice little hills here, though they're only little. They're only little. In fact, this is a much better looking hill. Yeah, so in fact I like this hill the most. So we're going to deploy back here. What's that icon mean? Oh, these have guerrilla deployment. Ooh. So my vanguard could hide back here and then just come charging out and stomp them. Considering how few cavalry we have, that could be quite potent. Interesting. Not going to do that though, we need the frontliners. You know what? I think I actually like this side a bit more. Because what's going to happen is they'll come to us and they'll probably line up on that hill. Over there, it's just a slightly higher. Alright, so archers. Let's select all of our archers that we have got. Group you all together. And set you up. Something like so. Probably a bit more like this. In fact, let's have you a little thicker. Yeah, like so. Much better. Then our frontliners are going to be these axemen. Best of luck. And all of these guys. And these guys. And we'll have these spears on the right flank. These spears on the left flank. Because I'm not a complete idiot, we're going to put these guys behind to act as a second line to catch anything that filters through this front line. And then the cavalry set up here. You guys are going to be the flanks. We'll put you in place when we're ready. In fact, let's do this. Because we want this to be covering as many people as possible. All three of you, frankly, can fight. And are gonna have to. These two are gonna be screwing up their archers. In that case, captains need to be here. Because the captains are going to be responsible for my entire line. So with this, everyone here is getting the encourage buff. Okay. Start.